Bit of balance. Oh, we need to talk next week, plyometrics. Do you remember we were talking, we were going to talk
yes,
about
I was
that?
thinking that. Yes, it was about plyometrics and whether we,
Yes, it's a good
about
one.
that.
It's a very
Yeah.
good one. I do put some in as well. It's a bit challenging when we've got an online group to do it, but it's a good conversation. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook. Let's find Instagram. Wednesday morning, wake up. We're going to do a little bit of a flow. I'm feeling a little bit tired. I think it's the clocks, or I could just be tired. But I think it'd be quite nice to just do a bit nice, easy flow and a little bit of balance as well for Wednesday morning. So find your comfortable standing position where you've got space around you, forwards and back. So there's space to the side, space forwards and back. I'm just going to move this mat. So I've got space there. And standing with your feet shoulder width apart. Really connect to the ground. Down to the ground, connect through the ball of the foot, soften into the knees, softening the ankles, connect to the sky through the crown of the head, and then moving from the hips and the waist, just relaxing the arms and shoulders, knocking on the door of life, just tapping the back of the hand on the lower back. I'm just going to whiz round just to make sure we're tapping the hand on the lower back, back of the hand on the lower back. And easy breathing in and out through the nose, gentle breath in and out through the nose. Relaxing into the face, into the brow, the eyes. Softening into the jaw. And just resting the tongue or the tip of the tongue just gently on the roof of the mouth. And then slowing this down into water waves. Again, keep lifting from the crown. Keep that spine long. And then standing for a moment, just bringing the feet hip width. Let's do palms facing forwards, opening across the front of the chest. Just balancing. And then we're going to bring our hands together behind our backs. So just clasping the hands together behind your backs. If you've got a light weight, if you've got a light kettlebell, 4 kilograms, or a dumbbell or anything that is comfortable to hold there, it's quite nice just to help with that. Nothing too heavy, or a bag. We'll take our feet shoulder width. So keeping that spine long, we're going to very gently bring chin to chest. Now we're doing some work on the neck here. If anything hurts, if there's any pain, you just stop. And we do it deliberately and slowly. So we're just doing like a very slow nod of the head. Feel that length through the back of the neck. And every time you balance the head back on top of the spine, make sure the shoulders are staying down and you lengthen up a bit first as well. So you lengthen, crown towards the sky. So we're just keeping that neck long, lengthening the back of the neck as we tuck the chin. Do a couple more. And then just balancing the head on top of the spine. The next one, we're going to lift the chin up, but what I want to make sure we're doing is we're lifting here from the sternum. So if you think about the neck starting in the middle of the lower back, rather than being here and just doing compression here, lifting, looking up, and we're keeping the hands behind the back. So we're just opening up the front of the throat as well. And every time we come back to the center there to face forwards, we lengthen the spine. So lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. All the time think of lengthen and lift. And again, we're not forcing anything. And you can add to this, we can do a bit of fly catching by getting to the top and opening your jaw. So a nice wide mouth, get that jaw open. Again, deliberately, slowly, any pain, any strain, stop. We're not pushing beyond comfort. Do a couple more of this. Remember, lift the sternum first, upper back, and then head goes back. And then balance on top of the spine. Should feel nice in the jaw again if you've been doing lots of mouth opening there, get that jaw moving. And then very slowly, we're just going to look side to side. Keep the body facing forwards. Lengthen again. Before you look, lengthen and look. Use the spine as a rotational axis rather than craning the neck around. So lengthen and look. It's not about how far you can go. It's about getting to the edge, keeping that spine long. Gentle breathing in and out through the nose. This is a good one. I notice sometimes when you're running and you need to have a glance behind or look across the road, and sometimes if your neck's a little bit tight, it feels a little bit odd. So this stuff is really good just to really keep that mobility in the neck. the upper spine. Let's do one more to each side. And then balance on top of the spine. One more for head and neck. We do ear to shoulder. And then what we've done previously where we just glance using the eyes, which is fine, but we're going to turn and lift the chin, glancing up and to the side and then back and balance on top of the spine. Same thing the other side, ear to shoulder first. And then glancing to the opposite, up corner of the opposite side, lifting chin, and then back, and then just going side to side. Again, really slowly. You should feel it stretching out all the muscles in the back and the side of the neck. And remember, slow is slow all the way through the movement, not just quick and then stop, and quick and then stop, which is what we often interpret as slow. So slow movement all the way through. Breathing in and out through the nose. One more to each side. And then take a rest. And you can unclasp your hands, pop the weight back, give your arms a little bit of a shake. Let's just lean forward a little bit and shake that arm out, shake that arm out, give the arms a good shake. And then come back up to standing. This one we haven't done for a while. Remember teacup, so you place one hand on the hip and then the other hand out to the side. So you have an imaginary teacup in this hand, or an egg, or whatever you want to think of. You cannot drop it, so we don't want the palm dropping, going down. And then we lead with the hips and the waist. So make sure you've got nice and stable, supported on the ground. Hip goes that way, and then the arm follows. Hips go back, that hand scoops behind, palm still facing up. Hips come to the side there, arm goes overhead, and then hips come forwards, arm goes way overhead, and then we're back at the start. And then just follow that through. Not done this for a while, it's a nice one. Again, breathing easy. Remember leading with the hips and the waist. So the hips lead and the waist leads, the upper body follows. Not leading with the arm is just following. You might get a few clunks and clicks. Again, slow and deliberate, breathing comfortably in and out through the nose. Let's do one more on this side. And then coming back. And then we can swap sides. See if it feels different, very different, a little bit different. So lead with the hips hips back, hips out to the side there, hips forwards and over, hips out to the side, back. Let's keep a little bit of softness in the knees. You can flow, so notice any sticky bits, any clunky bits. See if you can smooth out your sticky clunky bits. Or you may not have any sticky clunky bits. Remember leading with the hips and the waist. Leading with the hips, not dropping. Let's do one more. And back to the beginning. Take a rest, have a little shake out. Back to hip width apart, a little bit of turn out on the feet, knees gliding over the toes, easy tigers. Let's go high at the top of the tiger. Just breathing easy again. Focus on flow. Remember, we're sitting back. That chest stays facing forwards. Maybe when we get to a certain height, just double check we're in the right position, that we can turn that way or we can turn that way. We're not facing the ground. Really find the rhythm. Again, nice smooth movement, smooth breath. Let's do a couple more. And then just standing, bringing the feet together. Have a little shake if you need a shake. Let's stand, take palms forwards. Opening across here, opening the front of the chest, the collarbone. Not forcing, breathing. And then stepping back out. Let's do a bit of flying. So breathing in, now we're breathing with the movement, and then breathing out. And maybe standing a little bit taller. As you breathe in, maybe just sinking down a little bit, keeping that spine long. Expanding as you're breathing in, softening, but keeping the spine long as you breathe out. It's just shifting now our center of gravity a little bit. So on the next inhale, I'm going to mirror you and just shift the center of gravity towards the right and then peel that left heel off the ground. And then we come back, shift your center of gravity towards the left, peel the right heel off the ground. Very slowly, deliberately. So you're confident that you're stable on whatever side you're shifting to before you peel the heel. So you got about 80% weight through that side, peel the heel. And also, you've still got 20% weight through the opposite side. So using the ball of the foot as well on the heel that you peel. So just very gently pushing down with the ball of the foot. It's quite nice because it gets the toes working on that opposite side. So you're connecting to the ground on the opposite side through the bobbling spring. So there is still a connection there. So shifting the weight, peeling the heel. Slow, 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 slow. There's no rush. And now we're going to make a subtle change. So rather than you shifting the weight and peeling the heel, when we get back to center, I almost want you to push away. So you're pushing with the ball of the opposite foot to shift the weight. So you're balancing, pushing. So you're activating the foot that you're peeling the heel off a little bit more. So it's a very subtle shift in emphasis. And balanced in the middle, I push. So a little bit more engagement, a little bit more tension through that whole leg that you're shifting or that you're pushing to the side. Activating the bobbling spring. And then we can just, if you are feeling for it, just shift the weight, lift the knee and balance, and then slowly down, ball of the foot, bobbling spring, really connect to the ground, push through to the ground, balance, lift the knee. Keep breathing, so making sure you're not holding the breath. Push towards the ground, down. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Remember to use the upper body, so lift from the crown. Breathe, 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 slowly down, nice. And some mornings, balance will be great. Other mornings, you might be a little bit off, absolutely fine. A little bit of wobble isn't bad. Do one more each side. Suddenly you're feeling your arms getting really heavy because you've been flying for the past 10 minutes. And rest. shake out. Let's have a good shake. So get those legs shaking, get the vibration going through the body, heels into the ground. Let's do a bit of cleansing and clearing breath. So breath in and let go. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. And then standing, just take a moment just to let the breath settle. And just to finish our flow this morning, pulling down the sky, pulling down the heavens in 6 directions. So breathing in, rotating, breathing out. In and out. And then the opposite side, gentle breath in, palms facing up, elbows soft, rotate. Feel the weight of the arms there. I've done a lot with the arms today. And then interlocking your thumbs, resting on the lower abs or the lower dantian, bringing the feet together. Just closing your eyes. And just letting the body find its natural balance. So there'll be some gentle rocking, swaying. And then taking in a full breath calmly through the nose, opening your eyes, stepping your feet out, a little bit of a brush down. Excellent. Hopefully that has given us a little bit of a wake up Wednesday morning flow. Am I ready to go for a run and a coffee? I think I am. Hopefully you will have a great rest of your day wherever you're at, and I will see you on Monday when we'll focus a little bit more on the breath. In the meantime, if you've got any questions, do not hesitate to get in contact. If there's anything you want to cover in these sessions, do let me know. Thanks as always for joining. See you next week. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.